You don't have to be signed to Sony to do something. Like, just do it.
And we're back. It's your boy James.
It's your boy Dev.
And we're here on Showcase Radio on Black Fredericksburg Radio. We have a special guest in the building today.
It's long overdue.
We have ILA. Yeah. Woo! What's going on, ILA? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm tired, but good.
Yeah, I think the mom life, that's a new area that you've been exploring for sure.
Yes.
How's that been?
It's been great.
Okay.
Definitely surprisingly great.
Okay.
And it's exhausting, but I love it. I love it so much.
No, congratulations to you and the guy in the back, off camera, the guy J. Lil.
Big dog.
What are the other friends of the showcase here? So, ILA, you've been making music for a while. Kind of tell the crowd, the audience, how long you've been doing this for and why.
Yeah. I would say I've been musical my whole life. My mom always pushed me to be involved with anything creative. She created that space for me to have. And then I actually first got experience with like singing and playing instruments at church. So I grew up on the worship team doing all that kind of stuff. And I kind of grew in my like technical side on that. But I didn't start writing my own music until college. Like I wrote a little bit of poetry in high school, but mostly music. I didn't do my own music until college. I would just either perform other people's music or I'd sing at church.
Yeah.
And so then I went to college and majored in music. And that was like really interesting. It was really kind of cool because like as far as performing and everything, they would like teach you how to do that, but I already kind of knew how to do it.
Yeah.
And I developed the skill a little bit more, but then as far as my artistry, I was really behind, like especially with like some of the people that I was close friends with, and then Jordan and I, J. Lil and I, he and I went to school together. We went to college together. We were in the same grade and everything. And he has been doing his artistry like his whole life. And so I was like, okay, this is a lot harder than it looks. Like for me, it's a lot easier. I was just thinking about this today. Like if I could just be a background singer for someone else's band for the rest of my life, that would be awesome. Because I can.
You're not allowed to do that.
So as far as like my own, like my own artistry and like doing my own music, I've been doing that since I was about 18. So it's been about 8.
Now that's a journey for sure.
Yeah.
So let's go back to like your childhood. So like when you was young, walking around, was there like a certain song that like you was humming, like, you know, like when you witnessed like your first like your voice, baby voice, like, oh, I'm kind of good. Like what song was that made you like want to even keep going into this round of music?
I will say that I can't remember which album it is. It could have been like a greatest hits album, but my parents had like the iPod Classic, so I would just use their iPod, and I so much thank them for like introducing me to such a wide range of music because I pretty much like everything now. But one of the earliest albums that I remember listening to all the time and specifically requesting was some album from Earth, Wind and Fire. And so I can't, it must have been either like Let's Groove or September, one of their big songs. I remember. And then there's also After the Love Is Gone. And also being like white and not thinking about race, I pictured them as like white blonde guys. I was like, oh, like what the Beach Boys probably look like. I was like, these guys can really sing. Right. And so I was like, I want to be like them. Like, and I would just sing, but then like we would sing. We listened to everything. But I do remember that specifically. And then also like he's a little bit more. No, he's pretty well. He's pretty well known. But there's this George Benson album, like one of his. He was more like jazz, and I was like 6 or 7 years old, and we walked into a furniture store, and "Turn Your Love Around" was playing, and I was like, "Turn your love," and the manager was like, "How do you know that song? That song is old." Yeah. So like very much, but then on the other hand, like country, rock, everything, and then Christian music too. Like we listen to like Christian radio, so everything. But yeah, definitely like I would say Earth, Wind and Fire was like one of the first.
That makes a lot of sense for the soul that's in your voice. Right?
Don't talk about it.
We're gonna get into it, but the fact that you started with, you mentioned Earth, Wind and Fire, there was like a jazz influence, and you had all these other soulful influences. It makes sense why the soul comes out of your music now. I did want to also ask, you mentioned that in your younger years, your mom encouraged you to be creative. I know that you also are a painter. I see like the earrings and the style you have as well. So how do you feel the other creative outlets feed into your music, if they do at all?
I think they definitely all blend together. Like it's kind of difficult for me to separate them, to be honest. And also like growing up, I grew up in choir and in band, and I had a very prominent person in my life who was like a mentor to me, and he would teach us to play our instruments as if we were painting. So like, or when you're singing, when you're singing or playing, you take a deep breath and you like extend the notes as if you're painting a paintbrush. They need to be consistent. And so there was already that like imagery and stuff growing up. And so I always thought like, okay, well, what I do is music, but for fun I paint, or for fun I draw. But then as I got into college, I was like, well, why can't I just do everything? And just because I wasn't classically, like, because I was classically trained on music, but I wasn't classically trained in painting or whatever. Sure. But that doesn't mean that it can't be serious for me. And so also in like the jazz scene, there's a lot of appreciation for like abstract art and stuff like that. Like a lot of the album art is very like, like abstract and stuff like that for jazz. And so definitely when I'm painting or drawing or doing whatever, a lot of the art that I do is just kind of experimental. Because I don't know it. I'm actually don't know what I'm doing. But it will definitely inspire me for a song. And same when I'm like doing music or when I'm singing or whatever. If I even something like taking time for myself at like a cafe or whatever, and I have like music playing or I'm drawing, it'll inspire me to go write a song. So they definitely all blend together.
I need to be at that cafe.
I
need to be there. Wherever you at, I need to be there.
I need that inspiration.
Right. Because I feel like today I'm about to steal nothing but gems from you. I need to know everything. So my question is for you. How do you write your music? Like how do you do your runs? Like, because I'm gonna say this now. I'll put it right here. I think you're probably my favorite artist in this area. When it comes to vocal, yes.
Your songwriting is you check off a lot of boxes that artists take their whole career to reach. You know? So you're
and I'm telling you right now, when that person see you, gone
out the way.
Like when I look at from outside of looking at you, like you don't have I can't put an X on anything. It's like you saying you don't need no backing track.
No facts.
No backing track.
Which is underappreciated.
Right. Sure, like even like you can just nothing, no music at all. You just gonna flow. I'm like, oh my!
How you do that?
It's like we ain't on that subject. When you performed the drum, I sat in the chair. I was like,
the Big Show. She killed it, bro.
I was like, man,
bro, 2 songs,
my favorite song.
You asked for special request at the end.
What I'm saying, it's like, like my thing is like for you is like, how do you even get in that mode to like write these songs because these songs that you write, like I can tell there's a lot of soul in there. I feel like it's coming from I feel like I'm in there with you, I'm crying with you. Like I feel like where is it coming from? Like when you write those.
Well, I'll preface this by saying, like, whatever answer I give, I'm probably going to be up tonight at 2 a.m. saying, dang, I should have said that. I should have said that. So I don't know if I'll be able to, like, fully encompass what I'm saying, but I may do some sort of content, like some videos talking about it. For one, I think my music started. Well, I did have to go through, and still am, of course, like I'm only going to get better, but I have had to go through some time of just like writing some crappy music. And also, I just saw this quote. It was actually on an oil painting tutorial. Someone said, once you know the rules, you can break them. And so it's like, I would try, when I got into college, I would like try making all these like weird stuff, like doing what I do now and I'm still aspiring to do, but I would like try to do it and it just was stupid and it was cringy a little bit. It was very like on the nose, like, okay. So I kind of had to learn like how to make, and then I went through like a period where I was making like pop, like really pop music. But honestly, and I haven't put those out and I don't think I will. Like,
send it to me.
I'm like, I could sell them.
I just want to listen.
I'm gonna send them to you because they're still good, but like not really like me. But it taught me how to, and studying under like J Lil and his brother Yubi, like they're also phenomenal writers. So like when I got closer with them, that's when I really started like getting better at writing. And then once I kind of learned how to write a good song, and I would say like a quote pop song, I was able to kind of veer off. And as far as writing goes, like sometimes what I'll do, I have a note that goes all the way back to like 2020. It's like a 6-year-old note on my phone. And anytime I think of anything, I just write it down, whether it's like a whole verse or a whole song or just like one phrase. And sometimes I'll use that the next day for a song. Sometimes like I have stuff from college that I still am waiting for the song. And then there's like, some people are really good at sitting down and they're like, okay, I'm going to write this. Like J Lil, my only friend, he can just go sit down and lock himself in a studio and write a song. I'm not great at that. Like sometimes I can do that, but then other times, like most of my writing I do in the car. And I just like do voice memos or whatever. And I also, there's one rule that I still follow and it's like show, don't tell. I love that because I think that when I'm trying to make I try to make music and lyrics that are unique without seeming like obnoxious and cringy.
Right, yeah.
And so sometimes I feel like I'll write also, and then here's another example of how you were talking about how different mediums of art intersect. I can sometimes look at the way I write as if I'm doing like pottery. So you start with like the rough idea of what you're trying to say. Like to the sky. I'm talking about my frustrations of wanting to do art, wanting to put out my music, but for whatever reason, I'm not doing it. And people keep asking me, like, where's your music? Where have you been? What are you doing? And so I'll like write a lyric out that's very telling of what I'm trying to say. And then I'll like take a step back and kind of like mold it into what I want to say in a more eloquent, more unique, more show don't tell way. If that makes sense. And sometimes it's quick and then sometimes it takes a few days. And then like the last thing I'll say as far as like my process and my writing process, I know this won't apply to everybody because I know not everyone believes in this, but for me, I really do feel like the Lord will work through me because when you talk about how your perspective of me as a performer, that's not how I see myself. I literally see myself as so clumsy, so like odd, so like embarrassing. And when I try to be a version of myself that is put together and entertaining, I just flop. But when I go and I just empty myself first and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go up there. That's when I really do the best. And some people might say that, like, that's just – some people can explain that away through science or psychology or whatever. But I believe that it's the Holy Spirit who really, like, takes my weakness and makes it look like you enjoy when I sing. So I think other people do too.
No, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think when we first met was our first open mic. And when you sung, everyone was like this. We was like, who is this woman?
I almost didn't want to do it because y'all were giving notes like, okay, a little bit more stage presence. And I'm like, I'm just not, if I start walking up and down the aisles, like pointing at people, I'm going to look stupid. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to stand there and hopefully they don't beat me up too hard about standing there. And then they're like, you're stage presence. And I'm like, that's not me. That's the Lord.
Right. Fair. And I think to your point, everyone has their own way. And that's yours. Own it. Like, I mean, you're saying, clumsy and all those different things. We, like you said, we don't see that at all. We just see ILA.
I'm just letting you know, on that paper, 10. I didn't care.
And just so we can kind of like give more context to it, ILA was the winner of the big show that we had. Our most recent showcase. And I mean, the scorecard was, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't close. We just gonna put it out there.
It wasn't close.
It
wasn't close.
We're not gonna say it wasn't close. There were artists that did well. J. Lil did well. Manny did well. There were artists that scored well. But ILA was the obvious winner. And the crazy part about it, for those who weren't there, was you did a third song because Dev asked for it, but you really only performed 2 songs. Everyone else had.
Might I add, you wasn't feeling well that day,
and you were pregnant.
No,
there were several things.
Voice was raspy.
There were several reasons.
She wasn't. I think you wasn't even going to perform. I think
at one point, you were thinking about not doing it.
And look at the crazy thing is, she won.
And so my point in bringing all of that up is, I think you're bringing up a really good point that there are a lot of things that people will say, this is how you perform. This is how you make music. But you have to find what works best for you. And then stand confidently in that, and then God will do the rest.
Because like sometimes, like, just by your voice, that's all it is. Like some people, like I said, some people don't have to walk down there. As long as you have that one gift that you have, you can just stand there and just
show the gift.
Just float on cloud.
The gift will make room for you.
I definitely floated on the cloud that day.
So you mentioned God, and I thank the Lord you did. That's why I love that joint. But from your perspective, you talked about it a little bit. Where did that intersection come where you were learning your gift but still learning how the Lord wanted you to use it? And do you feel like you're there? What was that? What's that path been?
I feel like I'm just going to keep being on that road until I die.
Fair.
And I feel like it could change. Like, I don't know. But yeah, growing up, I did definitely, like, I went to church at like a pretty big church. And they had like, it was like one of those churches that like, it was a church and a school. And so they had a lot of funding and they had a lot of land and everything. And so like they owned a lot of buildings and they're great. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. It's a good thing. They have a lot of resources. So they had like School of the Arts and like really great staff that taught how to move in excellence. And so we would run things like they took rehearsals very seriously. We did productions, like they had like productions that would tour all over the country. We participated in fine arts competitions that were national. So it was like a boot camp for me growing up, and I'm very thankful for that because I would not be where I am without it. But one thing I'm really thankful for is like the woman who I was mentored by, she was really good at making sure you had both the skill but also like the relationship and closeness to God. And she's like, if this becomes a performance for you, you're getting sat down.
There it is.
Because it's not that's not the point of what we're doing. Like, you can go sing in an open mic if you want to perform, but like right now we're worshiping. Yeah. But be on time. But be prepared. Sing the notes well. Take care of yourself. Don't just show up with a good attitude, but a good attitude and skill. And a right posture and and everything. So that I think that it was a little bit bumpy like in college because I was still kind of in like worship leader mode and then trying to be an artist and then also leading worship at church. But then my head got really big and I was like, and then like the people aren't worshiping because I'm not worshiping. Now I'm performing. And then I had to take a break for a while. And now I'm at a place where I'm leading worship at church and it's almost hard for me to really fully use my voice at church because I don't want to I don't ever want someone to stop worshiping because they're like, oh my God, that girl can sing. Like, and it's bound to happen. Like, it happens to me when I'm watching certain people, but I don't know. I can only be responsible for my gift. But I think where I'm at right now is like, I'm really tempted sometimes to take clips of like, and not to say that people who do this are wrong. Sure. This is just a personal conviction for me to take clips of my worship leading and post them on social media to like try to get a bunch of views.
That'd be the first one.
It'd be like
that was hilarious
for me, and that's still something that I'm wrestling. And honestly, I still need to like think about it and pray about it a little bit more because like on one hand, it's like I know that it would get views, but it's like at that point, am I trying to like I don't know, like, where is it coming from?
Yeah, I think it's just my perspective on what you're saying. You know, I think the word tells us to go out and make disciples. You can't do that inside a house, never leaving, never sharing, you know? So there is an aspect of sharing our gifts, sharing our talent, sharing the gospel, and in the way that the Lord has given it to us, that people can then learn him. So I think that if it's coming from that perspective, which it sounds like it is because you're checking yourself, right? You're checking your heart. That posture will always be pleasing in the Lord's sight. It's when you acknowledge, hey, I'm doing this for me, which you already have been there, then you make that pivot. But you coming from the perspective it sounds like you're coming from, I wouldn't say you're doing it for a wrong reason at all, you know? So I would encourage you to, put it out there.
Put it out there. I'm with it.
Yeah, but you've been working on new music. Tell us about that process as well.
So when I was kind of locked up in my like production of music for a while. I was just going through a lot in my own personal life. But when I had my baby, it kind of just like freed me of a lot of that. And that's like a whole other story that I don't have time for. But basically, once I had him, like it kind of opened me up again somehow to like start putting stuff out again. My plan originally was to just put out singles every month this year. And then I put out 2 and I was thinking, well, I could put out 1 more and just keep going. But then I started putting songs together and I'm like, well, I have a lot of songs. Like I kind of just want to put out a small project. So I'm working on an EP, probably like 5 to 7 songs, not too much. And the songs are, well, I'll just say, like, I think I'm going to call the project somatic because I've been going through a lot of, like, learning about how your experiences are stored in your body and the tension and the trauma is stored in your body. And sometimes when you are healing from things emotionally, it affects you in your body, too. And I've experienced a lot of stuff with mental health and how it affects me with my nervous system and everything. And so these songs are about things that I have gone through or got free from, or just things that were painful to me emotionally or physically. But it's not, I wouldn't say it's like a sad album by any means. I'm still trying to figure out like the ordering and everything because I don't know if I just want it to be like, okay, here are the songs, or if I want it to be like a story where it starts in one place and ends in another. I'm still figuring that out. But basically it's about like healing and not blaming yourself for things that you can't control. And healing and all that kind of stuff.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Is it done already?
No, it's not done, but I have like a rough skeleton. So basically what I'm doing right now is like I have all like stock plugins and stuff for production. So like I kind of like sketch out like a rough draft of like the beat. And then that's where I bring in like my friends who are the pros who can like make it a lot better and like give their input and all of that. So like technically, yes, it's kind of done, but in its rough form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a song on there that you can't wait to be so the world just like they listen to? Is there a certain song? What's the title of the certain song that you're doing? Well, let me rephrase. Is there one song that you're just excited for to put out?
Oh, yeah. I would say so. There's let me think.
Take your time.
There's a song that it's one that I actually performed at the Big Show.
Oh, I remember that one.
It was just like guitar. And that's just like a voice. The beat is just a voice recording, like a phone recording from a couple years ago that I was sitting on for a couple years, and I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do with it. And then one day I just like sang something over it, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave it at that. That's kind of where I'm at altogether in my artistry. Just leave it at that and put it out. And if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. And so, because otherwise I'll keep, this is why I don't put anything out. I keep critiquing it and picking at it. And then it's like never finished. Yeah. So I have to just, that one's called Put You Down, because it's basically like I have to put you down because I'm not meant to, the lyrics, I have to put you down because I'm not meant to carry you. Yeah. Like I kind of blame myself when other people are upset and when other people are hurt, when it wasn't my fault that they were hurt. And it's okay to be empathetic and to be there for them. But then like if you go and you like wrestle with yourself because you can't fix them, that's when that's a problem. And so that's basically what the song's about. So I'm really excited about that one. It's like the most basic, stripped down song of the whole project, but it's like my favorite one.
That's amazing. It's been amazing having you up here. I think you are a great example of, again, do it your way. There is no right path to artistry as long as it's you. You know, so thank you for being on here. Is there anything else you want to tell it to the people? Or?
Stream my song.
As they should. Yeah, to the sky.
And just show up for people. Like, this is so cool that we're doing this here. Absolutely. You don't have to be signed to Sony to do something. Like, just do it.
There it is.
My favorite quote right now is, do it all now. You can't do it when you're dead. Something like that. I saw that. This old guy who like paints in Key West, Florida. He just paints. And he doesn't want to be famous. He just paints, but he painted the whole town. He's like, you can't do it when you're dead. So
there it is. For sure.
That's it. That's all.
Thank you again, ILA. It's your boy James.
It's your boy Dev.
And we out.
Yes, sir.
Can I admit my heart hurts after trying and trying with no evidence to show? How much more can I take? Oh, I'm trying to learn how to fly, but I'm stuck in the depths of my mind. Father, won't you give me wings and take me to the sky? I've been feeling frustrated. Seems like nothing is working. ask where I've been lately. Yeah. Feel like they wanted more than me. Oh, I'm trying to learn how to fly, but I'm stuck in the depths of my mind. Father, won't you give me wings and take me to the sky? Me to the sky. Oh, I'm trying to learn how to fly, but I'm stuck in the depths of my mind. Father, won't you give me wings and take me to the sky?
Oh my,
bruh.
Oh my. I'm trying to.
Oh, we're not messing up. I don't want to mess it up. That joint was crazy.
After trying and trying.